Hi guys, it's Mark Zickery, Mr. Sci-Fi, also known as Mark Zickery of Space Command. And boy, we're busy on Space Command and all its phases. It's at the first 2 hours at Cannes now, and we're writing Great Solar War, and we're in post-production on Forgiveness, and also on Elaine's film. We shot the first 3 days, and it's busy times. And my book, Love Gloria, is up on Amazon. Just got the first royalty check, so thank you all who read it and loved it and bought it, and not in that order. Bought it, read it, loved it. I was going to talk about a movie today that I just saw, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. It's interesting because it's very skilled, very, there's the CG is great, and they got the apes where they look very convincing, and yet at the end of the day, I'm very unmoved by it. And partially it's because it's sort of, in terms of its message, it's kind of a mess. It's sort of like, what's the message here? Because at one point there's a whole cache of weapons, and this human girl is involved with that, and she's saying, well, you apes don't deserve these things. We humans made them, and that's apist, if I might say. And if she destroys weapons saying that neither humans nor apes should be trusted with them, that's one thing, but that's not what the message is. So it's kind of like, well, what does this girl stand for? And what do the apes stand for? The apes stand for, love your family. Okay, great. Love your village. Okay, great. Yeah, I don't know. But, so, it's funny because I was trying to think of why. The only Planet of the Apes movie that I really care about, the only one that actually engaged me really fully, was the original one, 1968. Charlton Heston, Kim Hunter, Roddy McDowall, Maurice Evans. And the reason is because as goofy as the ape makeup was in its way, it's, John Chambers won an Oscar for it, but even so, it's, it's human actors with, chimp muzzles and so forth. It had characters who came to care about each other. And Charlton Heston's a wonderful actor, despite his politics, which no one probably even remembers anymore. And he's a wonderful actor and a movie star. Linda Harrison was very pretty as the human girl Nova. And Kim Hunter, of course, was an Oscar winner. And Roddy McDowall was one of the great actors of all time. And Maurice Evans was a Shakespearean. And even people like Claude Akins, make very good apes. So, but again, it leaves it has an emotional weight to it, and it's also got one of the greatest endings ever, thanks to Rod Serling. But, and also, by the way, Rod Serling's version of the script, you can now read that. It's a graphic novel, and it's quite wonderful, so I highly recommend it. But again, see, in the new cinema landscape, Elaine and I went out and saw it, and we bought 2 tickets, which were $38, and we parked, which was $5, and not even including popcorn and snacks and beverages, we're out, over $40. And it's sort of like, well, was that worth $40? Particularly knowing that it'll be on TV to rent, probably immediately, and in a few weeks it'll go down to $5.99 to rent. So it's just kind of, and we have big screen TVs and surround sound in our homes, and what makes it worth that experience. Now, the movie, of course, I'm really looking forward to is Furiosa, and I'm rewatching Mad Max Fury Road, which is just a brilliant piece of work in my opinion. And so I hope Furiosa will be great, and I think it will be. But it's harder and harder to care about some of these big movies, and because they just feel so paint by numbers and kind of half-baked. And that's true of a lot of TV series now too, of course. So, so we shall see. But it's not a terrible movie. But if someone asked me, should you go see it, I would say, nah, not really. It's, save your money for a book. Read the book. Read the Pierre Boulle Planet of the Apes, or as it's called in England, Monkey Planet. I have the first edition of both, and very, very fun. So, but that's about it for now. Lots more to come, but I just try to check in when I watch these TV shows or view these movies and give you my little 2 cents. It's ultimately, films and TV shows have to be about the human heart, have to be about people connecting and caring about each other. They can be about a lot of other stuff, but if there's no resonance of that, you don't connect to the characters. Even Breaking Bad, even Better Call Saul, the main characters care about someone more than they care about themselves, ultimately. And they sacrifice themselves for other people. And that's why we ultimately take the ride with them, because there's a connection, a human connection. Anyway, that's about it for now. We'll talk again real soon. Thanks, guys.